Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Oh Look, It's a Squirrel. Now, today I'm going to talk about something that I'm sure you've all heard about, and it's the social score system. All you've got to do is look at China and figure out what that would be like. Now, I'll give you a second to think about it. A social score system. So what it entails is everything you do, everything you speak about, everything you post, everything you click, everything you comment on, everything will give you a social score. Don't forget, this social score is viewed as how valuable you are to society. Just think about that for a second. Go look at China. Go read a few bits. Just put social scoring system China. And just look at what it entails. It will scare the living shit out of you. Scares the living shit out of me because my credit score's absolutely fucked. I'm gonna laugh about it because I really don't give a shit about it. For me, it's just more control and more stuff that you just sending it that way down that awful black never-ending tunnel of doom. It's something that we've really got to think carefully about. You won't be able to go places if your score's too low. You won't be able to hang with people just because they'll think. Like you've seen the Black Mirror episode, I'm pretty sure of it. Like the whole everything you say, do, and the score goes up, and she's all happy because she's. Once her score reaches this certain amount, you can get this kind of house. But then someone says something bad about her and her score starts to drop and she can't do anything. And just go and watch that Black Mirror episode. And that should give you a good idea of where we're heading. Black Mirror actually has quite a lot of analogies or perfect ways of looking at how society is going to be. It's disastrous. Where we're heading is disastrous. But obedient, stupid, dumb people will be fearful enough to abide by these rules. Imagine every time you speak, every time you say something to someone, imagine everyone's on their phone. Or what they're wearing, or don't like the dress, or don't like his jeans. Score goes down. You're like, bing, what the bing, and your reaction to people like looking around with an angry face. Oh, he's got an angry face. Your score keeps going down. I think it's hilarious. I can only laugh at this stuff because it's so demonically evil that what else you got to do? What else are you actually going to do? But that's where we're heading. We're heading into this dystopian. God, I wish it was a new word, but dystopia is literally like the flagship word for where we're going. I see people doing things about it or trying to do things about it, but government's like, yeah, whatever, mate, whatever, crack on, get you a couple of thousand people or your 100,000 people and march around with signs made out of cardboard and that, crack on. It's not going to do anything. And that's, you've got to kind of snap out of this mindset of thinking that doing something like that might have worked in the 60s. It's not working now. We're in a digital age. Things have to be fought on the same level as, this whole digital psychological thing that we're going through. You have to fight it on the same field. You can't fight a battle against somebody on a different plane. It just doesn't work. So you've got to think about it. This is thought. This is the spread of knowledge, which is even more difficult because, as you know, you've probably tried to tell people stuff and they've gone, mate, you're mental. You're, the whole ridicule, 3 stages of truth thing. Most people stuck at stage 1 will just laugh and think you're a loony or whatever. You've got to find another delivery system. You've got to find something that's on their terms. and that's difficult. But this is about this. This is you got to think. There's no this anymore. There's none of that. We don't ever want it to come to that, because God knows what they've got hiding. Jesus, can you imagine some of the bloody sound weapons and. Ugh, I don't even want to. In fact, let's not even bother with that, because that's just. Ooh, that wasn't an earthquake, by the way. That was my knee. Yeah, we've got to think. We've got to use this. Can't use anything else, because this whole thing is about the psyche of people, and if we don't match what they're doing, then they'll just plough through, and anyone who stood there like this, not going to stand a chance, not going to stand a single inch of a chance. And that's important for me. That message to go out and to tell you, and for you to tell other people that this whole, even the people who are happily wide awake to all this stuff, a lot of them still have that, I'll fight when the day comes. The day's here. It's here. Social score system's coming. We've already got passports for... We've already got that. I know we've got people saying that have too many of these and it won't help anymore, because your body's just going to attack what that is and forget about everything else. God, when I was a kid, cancer, 1 in 10, then 1 in 8, then 1 in 5, then 1 in 4, then 1 in 3, and now 1 in 2 is what they're telling us. But that's nothing to worry about. There's no absolute emergency measures to be taken for something like that. So just understand, you cannot think that the people running wherever you are have you in their best interest. They look at us as one mass. That's why the term the masses is used. We're one like blob of an individual that they'll just manage. They want to manage this ball. They want to keep it round so it rolls wherever they want it to go. And I think people have really got to understand the psychological stuff behind this, of how they view us. Because you can say, we're sheep, we're this, we're a herd, we're a whatever. I think it's more than that. I think they look at us that we are a commodity. We are a thing to take advantage of. We're not just this thing to boss around. That's kind of an old school way of thinking for me. We are a commodity. We are the subject. And they're making masses and masses and masses of money off us for nothing. We're not getting paid for it. Which brings me on to that whole thing about data. Data is the biggest commodity. And where does that data come from? Us. Every click, every site, every login, everything you buy, blah, 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 is data for them. Targeting, advertising. We should be being paid for that. There's enough of a struggle coming in the future with automation as it is. Just think about it. When you see these giant, massive factories, Amazon, for instance, there's not that many people in them anymore. There's not thousands of people working in there. And automation is going to take over. And then there's got to be millions of people, millions and millions of people out of work. So why don't Facebook pay you for your data when they use so much of it? Why does Twitter not pay you for your data? Why does YouTube not pay you for your data? Why does no website pay you for your data that they make money off? They sell to third parties. Isn't that a fix? Isn't that a fix for people who are struggling? Data is important. Companies don't run without data. They don't know what you want unless if you tell them. The whole thing behind Facebook, this is what used to get me. I figured this out years ago, that governments and big corporations couldn't just put something through your letterbox saying, tell us everything you eat, everybody you know, everywhere you go on holiday, what you did every single day, and just keep sending us this. We'll pay for postage, but we want you to send everything you do, what time you got up, what meal you had, what hairstyle you like, when you buy new stuff. We want you to send everything about you to us. People will go, fuck off. Not having that. I'm not giving you my data. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we'll just make a website that you can speak to your friends on. Don't read the terms and conditions though. Don't need to do that. Just click yeah, confirm all, start uploading your photos, start having messenger chats with all your mates. Get as many people as you can on there because they're all your friends. Everybody fell for it. People still don't even know that. Some people don't care. Some people probably do know that, but just don't really give a shit. That's data. That's where this money, these billions and billions and billions in this kind of psychological warfare, data. That's the weapon, data. They've got all of your data. And most of the time you didn't even know. It's only in the last probably couple of years that people have actually thought, because things have come out, whistleblowers have come out and said, oh, they've been taking the data, they've been, sharing it with everybody, telling you everything, listening to all your calls, your text messages, your emails, blah, 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 blah. That's kind of normal talk now. It used to be, what? What are you on about? Don't be ridiculous. That's what it used to be like. No, it's not. Now it's quite normal that everybody knows that somebody's listening, someone's got these like echelon keywords of stuff and looking for anything. Just think of how they catch the people who used to cause a lot of shit. I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to see. That's how it's even got to me. I don't even want to say their fucking name because someone will do what they got to do. But data, stop giving it away for nothing. It's how these people run. It's the entire basis of their whole idea is based upon data, and we're not being given anything for it, and you're giving it away for nothing. And that's crazy. Just stop doing it. Stop posting pictures of your favourite meals and what you've just bought your kids and all this kind of shit. Just stop doing it. Not only is it kind of mundane. Oh, I woke up at 7 o'clock and I look at my cup of tea and a donut. Fuck off. Really? It's like people so individually alone in a bubble that they've got to share absolutely everything to get some kind of reaction back. Do people need that? Is that what it is? Is the ego so taken over people that they need this confirmations? I'm okay. Go watch Black Mirror. Go watch some of those episodes, like the girl with the credit score system. That's insane. Go watch a couple of them. Some of them are just so spot on with a kind of analogy for where we are heading. I'm sure most people have probably seen Black Mirror, but I know a few of you won't even know what it is. It's on Netflix. Go and have a look, or download it off some Chinese download site. But yeah, anyway, let's leave it there. Proper ramble for nearly 14 minutes. But I hope some of the info that I've given you today has kind of just made you think about it again. Because I know most of you know it, but there's so much stuff going on at the moment that it's why I do these videos. It's so they're stamped into YouTube on my channel, so they can be referred to. Because I know a lot of people don't talk like this on YouTube. They post stuff and they show you videos and clips and stuff, but you never get people actually tell you what their proper thoughts are. There's the usual people, the whole Ikes and the whatever, doing their thing. But I want to talk to you. I want you to tell me what you think. Are you thinking like me? Are you thinking completely different? Do you disagree? Do you think everything's fine? Do you think everything's fucked? Let me know. Get down in the comments. Let's converse. I've had some good ones with a few of you. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Someone even made me a video back to make me laugh, and I thought, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And you know who you are. But listen, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and join me for the next however long it is that I'm on here before I'm stamped out and my credit score's even worse, even worse than it is now. But listen, take care of yourself, and I will see you all on the next one.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like or dislike.